Hi guys, I'm Marshall Berkshire and I'm here to give you a training on one of my tools called the Daily Regulation Practice. So Daily Regulation Practice is about helping you soothe and comfort your nervous system to help bring you some calm and peace into your life, especially if you've been triggered or you're encountering anxiety, uncertainty, rigidity, or tension in your body. This practice, the Daily Regulation Practice, and its 5 core practices, its tools, can help you find more peace, more capacity, and more tolerance for the emotions that show up in your life as you're encountering life and moving beyond your own codependency. You're getting out there and having an adventure in your world. So I use these tools to help me regulate my anxiety, to help me regulate my uncertainty, the tension in my body, and I also use them to help me feel more safe, feeling calm, feeling relaxed, feeling open, feeling available to life. So they have that kind of impact where it feels safer to feel safe as we use these tools. So I'm going to switch this over so I can show you the guide and show you what you're getting in the guide. The guide it's free, and I will show you where to get that here in a moment. Where to get the guide. All right, so first of all, many of you have used the previous versions of the Daily Regulation Practice and had a different cover with the woman meditating on it, and it was also blue in color. Well, I'm changing things up, so we got a new cover, green color. It's going to be under the nervous system care components, our system that is coming out with the Thriving Beyond Codependency Essentials course that's going to be developed over the course of 2022. And all the tools and trainings in that course will be free. And this is one of them that are going to be included in that. So it's the first one we start with. So we got our Daily Regulation Practice here. So on page 2 has some important information. I update the guide occasionally, and when I do, I post the date and the time on page 2. This helps you know if you have the latest version of the Daily Regulation Practice. So you can open up the one you have if you already have one copy, look at the date, and if it's not that, you can download a new version by going to the link. I'll show you where to get that, and then use that version. You're also able to click and use the previous versions here. So I've got previous versions of the Daily Regulation Practice version 1, 2, and 3 available, because sometimes you like those better than this one or something. That's fine. The goal is you use what works for you, but I want you to also give this particular version a chance. Give this a run through. All right. This page is where you track your experience. So if you do this daily, you can track what did you practice and what was the dominant feeling you had after that practice. This assists you in getting more anchored to your awareness and to seeing what's really showing up for you. The instructions for this rating are right here. Complete the chart below after doing your Daily Regulation Practice. Rate the anxiety, tension, or discomfort from 0 equaling none to 10 equaling intense, and then you can see what's going on for you there. And then we actually have the practices here. We have the Daily Regulation Practice step 1 here, which is a safety check-in. This helps you assess if you're physically safe using what's called the 6 steps or 6 questions. There is the PDF version of those 6 questions and the MP3 version. You can just click on it, answer those questions verbally, and then that's going to help you assess if you're physically safe. Am I safe? That's where we start. And then step 2, we orient ourselves. This tool helps us come back to the awareness of where we are, where our body is, what our surroundings are. This helps us get attuned to our present moment. And this can be very, very regulating, because the body feels scared when the mind is wandering out here and it's not actually local in our body. It's not connected here, and this helps you get reconnected there. And you have the video and the MP3 version that you can use right there. Then we have step 3, somatic regulation. There are 2 tools in this. We have what's called touch regulation and heart shelter. Use the one that works best for you. Sometimes people really like touch regulation. Sometimes they like heart shelter. Sometimes they like both. Try them both out. Find out which one works for you if you're new to this process. And then you can rate the shifts that you feel after using that practice. Then you have step 4, occupying your space. This is a bubble practice where you create your own safety sphere, basically, and then anchor yourself in it, and that can bring even more sense of safety, shelter, and protection in your world. And there's just a video practice on it because you kind of need to see the element of how it works. And then you have the final step, which is step 5. This is regulating self-trust. This practice opens you up to trusting yourself using what I call the bit-by-bit approach, which basically is we're going to trust ourselves 1% more, 10% more in something that's showing up for yourself and see how that feels. Because self-trust anchors the regulation work you do. It anchors your healing. It anchors your growth. Without self-trust, we never really get down the road in a reliable, consistent, and permanent fashion. But with self-trust coming back into play in your life, those things become amplified and rooted or cemented in your life so that you can succeed and remain in them. There's a video version and the MP3 version of this tool. So that's the 5 primary steps of the daily regulation practice. Now, I've included a lot of other tools that you can explore here. So first of all, you'll have additional regulators, such as the thought observation practice, which can help you disconnect from reacting to your thoughts and become more of the observer of your thoughts. You have the breath awareness meditation to help you become more attuned to your breath and just observing the breath and how it is. You have what's called the attachment distress regulator. This can assist you in feeling more regulated when you're feeling really scared of losing connection or you have lost an attachment, like a relationship has ended in your life. This can help you calm that attachment distress, that need to have them back, the need to change things, the pining and chasing after them, the feeling of losing yourself because a relationship has ended. The basic attachment distress regulator can help comfort that pain. You also have the breath regulation. There's a video and MP3 guide for that, where it's basically a stretching and yawning approach like this. So it's different than the breath awareness meditation, which is just basically observing your breath. Then we also have the basic grounding practice and thought observation practice. Can help you get oriented back to your body, back to your sense of presence right here. It can amplify that orientation practice in step 2. Then you have emergency tools. You have the distress to rest tool. It can help you calm down quickly. The Get Sober guide, especially if you're feeling euphoric, you're feeling dysphoric, you're feeling confused, you're not sure what's real. You feel like you're chasing after the toxic person again, or doing toxic behaviors, trying to get them back by trying to control them or fawning towards them, things like that. The Get Sober guide will assist you in getting clear on what's going on and help you regulate the underlying attachment distress that's going on and get back to your body and back to your awareness. Then you have the Euphoria Breaker. This is very useful if you're feeling really pulled into someone, like you need them to be there, you're very obsessed or preoccupied with them. The Euphoria Breaker can break you out of that and get you back to your reality. And you also have the emotional care tools. The Get Sober guide is included in that. The ALI practice for acknowledging, legitimizing, and integrating the emotions that show up in your world. The shame and guilt reprogramming guide, so you release shame and guilt in your life. Sane Maker, so you can know what's real, especially if you're feeling gaslit or feeling a little crazy. The De-Ruminator guide that can help you end rumination and get back to your reality, back to your own clarity, back to your own freedom from being preoccupied with the other person. And then you can also find additional tools and trainings here. Now, I'm going to click on this link. It's going to open us up to the library. Now, the library is where you find the DRP, the Daily Regulation Practice. You go to PDF Guides, and you go down here to the Daily Regulation Practice, and you can open it up right here. Boom, it takes you right to the guide. Okay. Now, where do you find the library? You go to freetheself.com. You go to Resources. You go to Free the Self, the FTS library right there, and it brings you here. That's how you get here. Now, if you're watching this video on YouTube, the link is below in the description. You're watching this on Facebook, the link is above on Facebook. And if you're watching this in the library, you're already here. So there you go, guys. There's one other thing I want to show you in the guide. Let's go get it. That does not complete this training yet. Let's click up in the guide. Boom. All right. So we looked at all those tools and the 5 steps, and now you also have access to the emotion sensation wheel that can help you identify emotions and help you put a label to what you're feeling. It's a way in which to inspire your own awareness of what sensations might relate to certain emotions, things like that. So you can, if you're wondering what am I feeling, you can come to this wheel, look at these options, and it's going to inspire you on what you're feeling. Now, you may not find exactly what you're feeling, but it gives you a starting point. And then you can go online and do like a thesaurus lookup on that word and find out other related words to it, and that usually will get you right to what you're looking for. Again, I'd like your feedback on how the guide works because that helps me improve it for you. Otherwise, guys, welcome to the guide. Put it to work. Let's see what it does for you. I'm going to switch this over here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for using my tools, for your feedback, for being a part of my journey in helping people be free of codependency. So, okay, thank you again, and I will see you guys later.